We should be live. It is Thursday, November 18th. The time is 4:07 p.m. and the temperature's around 6 degrees. Susan's here. Jasmine is here. Can you guys let me know if you can hear me? Maybe I could just open up my own stream and find out. I just want to make sure the audio is working before we get going. Vivian Johnson, Action DJ, Kathleen. Please let me know if you can hear me.
We're on a team of thousands.
I'm currently opening up my own stream right now. Johnson, Action DJ, Kathleen. Does it? Please let me know if you can hear me. It sounds kind of windy. Analog Man says loud and clear. Well, I apologize. Oh, the sound is good. Let me flip the camera around here. See, that's the thing. It's not that windy. A cable attaching me. Marie Palmer says hello, Nick Carter. Yeah, I saw some people saying that I bear some resemblance to Nick Carter during Ken's stream, but you'll notice I've got this wireless mic on my jacket. That's why I'm trying this. I didn't really go through the setup process, but just in case it's no good, I have my ordinary mic as a backup right behind it. Oh yeah, it's quite windy right now. I'm trying to show you guys the wind. And, so hopefully this wind muff is actually doing something. And as I've got my gloves out, we're back to the old point and stick. Man says what model? It looks sleek. It's called a Boya WM3D. There's also a WM3. One was $145, the other was $188. And I couldn't figure out the difference. Yeah, I didn't realize it was this windy when I left. That's not going to be good news for this mic, at least not as far as using it on bike rides and e-scooter rides. And it ends as the Christmas market's coming. Yeah, I considered going there today. They're doing a Christmas tree lighting. But ultimately, I decided to just test the new microphone here. So what I think I'll do, the Christmas market is opening this weekend, but it's going to be kind of busy. So, since I have the luxury of time, I'm probably going to go next week when entrance is free. Usually it's closed Monday, and then it's free Tuesdays and Wednesdays, maybe Thursdays. Not entirely sure, but I'll figure out a day when it's free. And that is the day I'll go. Luxury concept. So we're just in my neighborhood. I wasn't sure how this stream was going to go. But if you're telling me the audio is good enough, then maybe I'll stick with it. 3 days until Marie Palmer's birthday. Happy birthday in advance, Marie Palmer. Mike Landry, $5.
Hi, Johnny and everyone.
Oh, it did the, wow, I didn't know it was going to do that. It did the... Did you guys hear the text-to-speech on Mike Landry's super chat? It's quite windy. doing a test for this mic. I guess I could try burying it. Analog Man, thank you. Johnny is super cool. 449. Let's see if this plays. Let's see if it plays. Well, thank you for the 449 Analog Man. I don't know how Mike got his to play. Maybe he did some special voodoo on it. Let me get that annoying weather thing off. Thank you, Analog Man. I don't know why yours didn't read. Sorry about that, eh? Doing well. Has it got snow in T-Dot thus far? No, we have not had our first big snowfall yet. Tara says it's puffer jacket season. No puffer jackets. If you care about the quality of your audio streams, with text-to-speech you'd hear, I don't know. I didn't even know I had the text-to-speech enabled. I know I enabled it on my Stumble streams for Sunday night because I can get that going easy from my desktop. But we're 1 for 2. Mike Landry's super chat did read text, and then the real or Analog Man's didn't. What's that all about? I don't know. Welcome to crazy, always under construction Young and Eglinton. I get a little bit of feedback on this mic. Is it sounding okay, or is it still kind of windy and muffled, as someone said earlier? We are evaluating new tech, as I always am. I have another microphone actually that I ordered from AliExpress, and that'll be coming in from China. But I didn't really want to wait that long, so I went ahead and ordered this one off of Amazon. I also rigged my other wireless microphone to work on the live streams, but that's a bit clumsy. Allison Tiny in the house. Hello, Allison. When will construction ever stop in Toronto, says Falcom? Nobody knows. Actually, BJ says the mic is meh. Okay, you know what? Let's try it. Let's pull the mic receiver out and let's try it without the mic. If the microphone is meh, then it'll probably be going back to the fine folks at Amazon. Hello, Sanjay in Kingston. Okay, so I'm putting down. Now, this does have one big advantage. I can completely lead you guys, and the audio should still come in. So this is definitely a huge huge advantage of the wireless mic. But get a hairy mic. This one is, but I'm gonna unplug the mic and let's see how it sounds without the mic. Susan says, look, it's Nick Carter. And with that goes the gimbal. Alright, now we have, I pulled the receiver out. So this is what's plugged into the iPhone. There's no such thing as a good Bluetooth lavalier mic. So I plugged this into the side of the phone. It's a lightning connector. I'll put that in my pocket because if I'm returning this bad boy, I don't want to lose it. So how's the audio now? Is this better or is this worse? This is microphones. People are, yes, I have a windscreen on this lavalier. Look. See, windscreen. I've actually got two lav mics on me right now, both with windscreens. Ars Luxury Concept says it's better. Brad Palmer says it's the same. All right, let's try this walking down the street for a little bit. It makes no sense that this could be the same to me, but I also attached a wind muff to the iPhone itself. So yes, we're walking around testing audio together. This is more something I should be doing on the other channel. Alright, now we're walking into a heavy wind. Let's see how this sounds. That was a cement mixer that had no intentions. I could try tucking it into my shirt, but the problem is I'm not going to want to have my shirt bend up when it's really cold out. This is really a test run for the colder days. Okay, so we've tried the wireless. Now we've tried no mic. What's left, I guess, is to go to the old-fashioned mic, which I also have hooked up, which I'm sure will be significantly better. Alright, let's try it. It's time for the third audio item of this walk. Let me put the phone down. Okay, we gotta go into my pocket here. Sorry for the stray cat view. Okay, that should be 1,000 times better. But now I'm tethered to a stupid wire. How is that? Are we good? We're now using the setup I didn't want to use. Hello, Marg H. Action VJ says yes. Kathleen says, oh yeah, much better. All right, little wireless Amazon mic. That's $144 I'll be getting back at least. So we are back to wired mode, where unfortunately I can't put the camera down and do a dance for everyone, which is what I was planning on doing. Yogi says that's 10 times better. I can hear myself think now. All right, we will leave it like this. I'm very disappointed in this very overpriced random Chinese wireless mic I bought on a whim for some reason on Amazon last night. Or 2 nights ago. It arrived last night. Yeah, Brash, my other wireless mic, the Rode Wireless 2 Go, is definitely superior, but there's no elegant way to live stream with it because the receiver would just kind of dangle out of the phone. Susan says Johnny was going to dance like BSB. Exactly. And this is Sudan Avenue. Yeah, Jeanette, the dance has been canceled on account of no wireless mic. Oh, look at that. Very, very, very tight turn. That's a massive truck. Oh well, we'll go back to the drawing board. You just drove past me? Oh, it's windy. We walking straight into the wind. So I didn't make a video today, but I made 2 yesterday. And the second one I made is at night. It's over an hour long and it involves a special guest. Oh, the rat who plays Danganronpa. There was a rumor the great Mr. Strides would be out and about in the GTA. Here's for something warm. Be safe and have a great one. The rat who plays Danganronpa, thank you very much for the $10 from all the way down in Florida. Thank you. Oh shit. I just pulled a Kleenex out of my pocket and it went for a ride down the street. I'm not going to be able to go pick it up. Alex, yeah, we're on Young. I'm not going to stay on Young though. We're just going to go south a little bit. Brandon N. Oh, congrats for appearing on the Star. What was your reaction when you were on the paper? $6.99, Brandon, thank you. I didn't even know I was on it until a viewer mentioned it in one of the chats that he saw me in the Toronto Star. So I would like to say I'm used to that type of exposure by now. I'm not, but I don't know. It was just a picture of me. And I was talking about this sort of thing with another YouTuber last night. And how you might think getting exposure like that would be good for your YouTube channel. But really, it does almost nothing. I've been on CBC Radio, the front page of the Toronto Sun, Blog TO several times. And the impact is minimal. So at first I was really excited to be on CBC Radio. You think, oh my goodness, I'm gonna get 1,000 more subscribers and my views are gonna go way up. And when nothing happens, you realize, oh well, it's not a big deal. I can kind of see my phone bouncing around a bit. I think that might be the wind. I'm gonna cross over for a minute here. Oh, I realized what's going on. I've balanced my gimbal incorrectly. I've got it configured as if that big heavy receiver is on it. And since I took it off, all right, I'm gonna have to put my gimbal down for a second. If you do not balance your stuff properly, you're gonna have issues. Let me just slide the phone down a little bit. All right, hopefully that's better. You guys might not have noticed. Let me recenter the gimbal. Sanjay in Kingston says 57 likes. Hit the like button. Thank you, Sanjay. It's also entirely possible in this wind. It's always going to kind of blow the phone around. You missed $5 from Frank Cape Breton, Johnny. Oh no. Did that not show up? I'm scrolling up. Oh, thank you for the $5. I did not get that notification. Sorry about that, but thank you very much. Now we're up to 64 likes. Oh, I think a new train is coming north. All right, double transit action. Choo choo. Is it recorded or live? Says relax. Well, it's kind of both. But it is mostly live. You're off by about 30 seconds. All right, let's go. Catch the train going the other way. Young Cho says hello from the center of the universe. Oh, you must be in downtown Toronto. Hello.
Hey, Johnny.
Oh, hi, how are you?
Good.
Do you mind being on camera?
What's that?
You don't mind?
Sure, no.
All right.
Good channel.
Are you in the, what's your name in the chat? Oh, don't worry. Raymond, oh. Take care. All right, hello to Raymond. Friendly people 1, unfriendly people 0 on this stream. So I still don't think my gimbal is balanced as well as it could be. You know what, I'm gonna turn it off and turn it back on. One sec, I'm gonna turn my gimbal off and the world goes wonky. We're gonna turn it back on. Let's see if that helps. You guys might think I'm crazy and not notice anything different, but I swear my phone is bobbing around a little more than usual. Does it look normal to you guys, or can you see that? I'm also thinking it might just be the wind, and there's nothing I can do about it. Yeah, it's definitely getting blown around by the wind. Marcia, I will have to be quiet on that for Raymond's sake, but that is possible. We're not janky, but we're fine, says Susan. I remember last year, oh, thanks, Bevy. I tried to stream in the Portlands in winter, and it was so windy. My gimbal kept flipping all the way around. That was my other gimbal. This is something I have not dealt with since probably March. Oh, I need to go to a TD Bank. I tried to take out 20 bucks just because my wallet is empty, just so I can have emergency pocket change, and it said, your chip card needs to be replaced. Please go to your nearest branch. That was the warning it gave me. So I was like, what the hell? That was a while ago, and I haven't bothered to go do it yet. Hello, Peter Stock. Ian remembers me doing a live stream when my gimbal was fighting the wind. That must have been that one. There's a look to the north. Michael says, will you see snow? I don't know. I would guess there'd be some snow at some point around then. Yeah, Lisa, this is the newest street in Toronto. It's quite young. Although we're about to leave this street. Maybe we'll go find another wind tunnel to explore. I've also got another gimbal to try. Maybe that one... I never did use the new gimbal that this company sent me. Okay, let's just walk around corners on our left like an idiot and not think about anyone else. This company sent me their newest model. And I was supposed to make a video and I never did. Whoops. I've also never really used it. But maybe, given this experience, I'll give it a whirl. Well, Lisa, you caught the best part, your favorite street. Rolling with Ian, you kind of read my mind. We're going to go left at Merton and then climb up onto the Beltline Trail. And we can pop into the cemetery for a little bit. Look at this fancy paint on the bike lanes. Nice sky off to the west. Susan says Johnny rants. It's just common courtesy. If you're walking around a corner, don't do it on your left. Unless you're in a country where that sort of thing is okay. So I caught the last few minutes of Ken's live stream this morning, or I guess this afternoon. And there was some talk about Nick Carter going on. There's the young Davisville subway yard. And the person who I just did a collab with, who's quite the expert on that particular subject, said Davisville was his favorite station in the city of Toronto. I would say probably museum is mine. But we had a pretty neat conversation. Yeah, DuPont is a good one. I actually mentioned that, Susan. So this is Merton Street. Brad Palmer for the $5 Thursdays. Brad, shouldn't you be saving up for Marie Palmer's birthday in 3 days? Thank you very much for the $5, Brad. Although I don't know why we only got the text-to-speech on one of the alerts. Here we are at the Beltline Trail. Let's just go to the bridge. Then I'm gonna walk along the trail for a bit. Is Union Station still not finished? That's like asking, is the Eglinton LRT still not finished? You know the answers. And there's a look at where we just came from. That's the look north up Yonge Street. High fiver in the house. Oh shit. I almost threw my gimbal and phone overboard. Let me recalibrate that. Real Man says the STM stations are really nice. I'm really looking forward to seeing the new tramway they're building in Quebec. I think that has potential to be one of the nicest subway, or not subway, but transit systems in these parts. Whoa, so because of the wire, I gotta be really careful. But there's the mic we're using. There's the mic we're not using. And I keep knocking the gimbal off kilter. Which train will come first, southbound or northbound? Yes, this is Davisville. The thumbnail for this video, I just found in my Google image search. It's a picture of Yonge and Eglinton I took last winter. You'll notice there's actually snow on some of the building tops. Come on, train. Give us a train. So tonight, Lisa says north. From the north or heading north? See, you could win both ways with that simple answer there. So for tonight, we have Thursday night football on tap. And I'm gonna watch me some Tiger King 2. Do not spoil it for me if you've already seen it. I will ban all Tiger King chat spoilers. Not that there's anything to spoil. He's still crazy. Carol is still crazy. Man, all I wanted to do was catch a rush hour subway, which should be peak right now. It should be coming every few minutes, and here we are. Let me see in the old Rocketman app here. Okay, southbound. We are less than 1 minute away from a southbound train. Northbound. I don't know, my phone's not coming up very clear right now, but And it's a southbound train. Choo-choo. Now when I turn around and catch this going south, I want to see a train coming north in the other direction. Ooh, okay, we got one train. Okay, I think what I might need to do here, I'm going to put the phone down for a second. I'm going to rewire my mic setup. I've got it running inside my hoodie and my coat. You'd think after a year and a half of live streaming, I'd know what the hell I was doing, wouldn't you? But you'd be wrong. If you want to see a disaster, go back in time and look at my first ever live stream. Or rather, my second. My first one was a real disaster. That was an accidental stream on my balcony. All right, I'm gonna put the phone down for a second. Marg H, $5. Like Brad said, it's $5 Thursday. Thank you, Marg H. It is whatever you want it to be. Thank you. I'm going to get this wire going on the outside of my coat. Whoa, don't do that. That'll give me a bit more freedom. There we go, now I've got a big stupid wire. Come on, zip up, zip up. There we go. That's better. I'm not clearing my nose out, don't worry. That is not at all what I'm doing. This is quality entertainment right here. We are good. The cable is now on the outside. Mike Landry says Margaret sent a super chat. Yeah, I thanked her for it. Yeah, Ian, it is 1080p. You really notice it when I'm on the bike or the scooter. When I stop, the picture will kind of resolve itself and look much better. That's one of the inherent disadvantages of using this kind of streaming platform. All right, Lisa D, have a good day. Because this uses a protocol called RTMP, which is an ancient protocol, but unfortunately it's all YouTube and Twitch support. So what some of the really serious live streamers do is they use something called SRT, which is way more efficient. It uses less data, but it can send more signal over it because the compression's better. And that goes to a server, which is on a wired high-speed connection, and that server converts it to RTMP and sends it to YouTube or Twitch. So when you do that, you can get pretty much a broadcast quality stream. And most people, when they do that, Sanjay says RCMP, no, RTMP. And usually that's what news crews do. They'll have 3 or 4 data connections, usually LTE or 5G, and they'll bond them into one super connection. Then they'll send it over SRT to a streaming server. Then that will feed their network box. That's how most news reports and stuff come in these days. They don't do it the old-fashioned way anymore. There is a live streamer on Twitch called Terry Berenstein. And he live streams bike rides, and he does it that way. Tiny Explorers Economy. So now that I've bored you to death with streaming details, I've chosen not to go that route. It's just a lot of gear and a lot of expense and setup. Mike Landry, $5. Have a great evening, Johnny and everyone. Thank you, Mike Landry. Oh, Susan got the peanut Christmas tree. Is it the same one I have? So to answer your question, Ian, yes, I always stream in 1080, but you will notice whenever it stops, it does kind of look much better for a split second. Then you start moving again, and it's not quite as good. It's a lot more noticeable on the bike and e-scooter streams. Wow, look at all these leaves. This is pretty. I do not know if the live stream is doing this justice. I decided this year to do a Beltline Trail walking video, but I could easily just come here or do a e-bike video. But this might be worth coming back to. This is kind of stunning. Kyle, I have actually. Not on this one, but it's happened several times in the past. And those people can rightfully go F themselves. Jeanette, I agree. It absolutely is. Johnny, I'm a Torontonian in California. Analog Man, 449 Friday. $4.49 Friday Eve. See ya, everyone. Take care. Thank you, Analog Man. Thank you. And I have no idea how the text-to-speech worked on Mike Landry's first super chat. I did not see that, the real man. I wonder how many calories I burn from filming alone. Not enough, not nearly enough. I'm still probably down like 8,000 or 9,000 steps a day from what I was doing a year ago. But I imagine in the winter will be the time to burn more calories again. Look at that. That is gorgeous. That is Insta-worthy almost. Let me pull my camera out here. Sorry guys, I'm fiddling with my phone. This path have a name. It's the K. Gardner Beltline Trail. Do you think winter will be easier this year? I don't know. It's a crapshoot. I don't care. I'll be out doing this no matter what the weather is. Last year was actually kind of painful because you would go out and you would film in the winter and it would be really cold. And because of the restrictions in place, it's not like I could just go chill in a cafe or anywhere really, even a Burger King or something, and just put my stuff down and relax for a bit. There was no such option to do that last year. So the winter, I guess, this year is already going to be better, at least from a filming point of view. I remember going out in the freezing cold and I would have to set up outside. All right, we'll take a quick peek into the cemetery, then I'll head up to Mount Pleasant. Falcom got his booster shot yesterday. We are in a giant cemetery. This is Mount Pleasant. Yeah, Susan, it was brutal, but it was interesting to get out and kind of document it. It'll be neat to go back and look at the changes over the last year or so. We'll take a peek out the other side of this underpass. We are underneath Mount Pleasant right now. Susan says, this is dead here. Aha. Is that a pun? I don't know, maybe at some point I'll come back and do a quote-unquote cemetery stream or video. Yeah, last winter was brutal from that point of view. Although I think at this time last winter, I was kind of mentally already over it. I'm gonna wait for someone just to come out here. One last look. West on the Beltline. Now it's north up to Mount Pleasant. It's definitely less windy now than it was when I started the stream. That other microphone might not even sound so terrible right now. It is going to find its ass back in the box, it sounds like. Try not to get hit by a car. So this is Merton Street I'm crossing. Now it's north up Mount Pleasant. NSF clips. That's a lot of, I was going to say that's a lot of capitals, but it's not. It's all lowercase. Hudson and something plumbing supplies. So just a friendly reminder, tomorrow morning, 9 a.m., I'll be premiering a video on this channel if you want to hang out and chat with everyone. They usually get up to about 150 or so people, sometimes much more, sometimes much less. I've got a video queued up. And then Saturday morning, I think I'll do that collaboration video that's an hour long. And I'll premiere that. The only catch is if there is a snowfall at any point, I'm gonna not be there for the premiere. Yogi will try to be there. Appreciate it, Yogi. You can leave your wrench at home if you come. T.O. Steve, $5. A $5 for strides, sir. Great work these past few weeks. Exclamation mark, happy face. Thank you, T.O. Steve. Great work, as in my sporadic streaming schedule. The video I uploaded to YouTube where the audio for the last minute cut out. And that was a really weird one, folks. The Downtown on Young video I uploaded, the last minute of the audio is missing. But on the local file that I rendered, everything was there. It played fine, so somewhere in the YouTube processing process, I guess, it got screwed up. And I don't think to double check those things. I'm not gonna I'm not going to play my video again and watch it after I've uploaded it to make sure that YouTube didn't screw it up, but that's what happened. And that has never happened before. There's some idiots. Okay, there's some. So we're just going to cut through this park back to Mount Pleasant. This is June Rollins Park. I remember live streaming through here, what's it, like midnight? Maybe I'll have to do that again at some point soon. And he stops and turns around and looks up at a random tree for some reason. Where's your snow? Snowfalls in Toronto are kind of sporadic. Well, I have something kind of exciting. A company asked if they could sponsor a bunch of videos today. There are some annoying things, like they want to see the video in advance and approve it. And any changes, like how the hell am I supposed to make changes to a walking video? So I responded saying, you know, my videos are all one take. So I'm not going to edit it or change it in any way. So that might actually be a sticking point. And that might be one of the reasons why Walktuber channels don't have the kind of sponsors you see in the other channels. I get it. They don't want you to say anything that would upset the quote-unquote woke crowd. What if I have one of my little rants and they don't like it? What am I going to do? Lose the sponsorship? So I'm in the early stages of going back and forth. Susan, that's what they want. They also want absolutely no mention of, they're a web-based sponsor. So one of the requirements was no mention of any other, well, I don't want to give away too much, but they don't want me mentioning other products or services or even YouTube channels, which is fair. That's pretty common. So we'll see what becomes of that. It's just one of those things that I've always kind of shrugged off. So here we are at Mount Pleasant. Boxing classes. I don't know, Susan. I haven't gone that far. I probably just should have kept my mouth shut. The sky looks ominous. I once mispronounced that word on a live stream. I don't know, Robert, if that's What you're making a reference to? Bring in the man, then you lose artistic creativity and integrity. I also have a company trying to send me an e-bike that's exactly like the e-bike I have already. So I'm kind of like, what's the point of this? And they're like, you get an e-bike and some money. And I was like, oh, that kind of makes sense, but I don't even have anywhere to put it. So we were walking north up the west side of Mount Pleasant. Robert says pronounced correctly. Thank you. I worked very long and hard on my pronunciation of that word. All right, Vivian, have a good night. Brad says he'll buy it off me. I'm going to be selling one of my two e-bikes. The Rise Fixie, I think. David Austin Hare. Marie says you need to have the fat tire bike. I'm actually going to take that bike into the shop. I need to get the front brakes adjusted. Ooh, Shibuya Terry. What is that? Sushi bar. All right, the real man. I didn't see you say goodbye, but I saw someone saying goodbye to you. So have a good night, real man. Was Rise still having brake issues? No, the Rise is perfect. Is Craig's Cookies nearby? That would be over in Bayview Leaside, to the east of here at Bayview. All right, there's a lot of turning cars here and the counter is going down. I'm gonna wait this one out. I'd rather not compete with cars with my life. I just scrolled up and read your message in. Yeah, go for it. MR says, which jacket are you wearing? I'm wearing the fancy new one. So unfortunately, I'm not using the fancy new microphone. John says, what's the mask mandate in Toronto? That was once a topic to avoid, but pretty much anywhere indoors they're required and absolutely nowhere outdoors. Although I did find on my last e-scooter stream that they do keep your nose from running quite a bit. So as much as I usually don't like wearing them outside, it's not an entirely pointless exercise. If you're whipping through the cold air. You live in Italy? I don't know. I can't answer questions about that sort of thing. I'm just a pesky little YouTuber. Right around here one night, a guy from Scotland came out and gave me some peanuts, if you remember. Or cashews, actually. Susan says masks in Asia are common. Yeah. I lived in a part of Seoul called Gangnam, so I was quite used to seeing them anyways. It was very crowded, and it's one of the plastic surgery capitals of the world where people would often wear a mask. And also over there, if you're sick, a lot of people just wear a mask anyways. I should be on the other side of the street. That's where all the interesting stores are. Look at that place, Candies. Speaking of masks, they have, well, it's getting blocked by the bus, but a whole assortment of unique, creative ones there. Yellow dust, yeah. But generally speaking, if the yellow dust was bad, you're supposed to stay home. You're welcome, Mr. Crawford. See, the other side of the street's where all the traffic is. Romachek, $5. Really digging that November evening sky. Great stream as always, Johnny. Thank you, Romachek, 75. Long time no see. Ali BHG is sorry she's late. That's okay. I'll turn your wrench into a wooden spoon. Sanjay says, what's the cause of the yellow dust there? I think it's from either among gets whipped up in the winds and carries over to South Korea. It's an annual event.
Can you spare some money?
That's what I'm doing too, trying to get paid.
So I don't know if you guys heard that, but a lady walked up to someone and asked them if they could have if they had any spare money. And the person replied, "That's what I'm doing here, asking for money." Sad situation. And we are working our way back up to Eglinton. So I might get out on Saturday and stream next. I'm gonna try to make 2 videos tomorrow and get caught up on some other stuff. Take some time for myself. I'm sure I'll be talking all about Tiger King if it's any good. It's one of those series that got trashed on Rotten Tomatoes by the critics, but the audience loved. Robert, $5. Thank you for showing us the city of your birth, although it sure changed a lot since 1977. That is the year my brother was born. It was also the year the Blue Jays first played. Thank you, Robert. Thank you very much for the $5. There's a lot of parents lined up waiting for their little ones here. Ali BHG is excited for Tick Tick Boom tomorrow. I don't even know what that is.
But I didn't care. Like, if they said no.
You should follow David Spade. He talks about Tiger King. There's a name I haven't heard in a long time. Robert says, yes, he's been a Blue Jays fan his whole life. Even that dark period after they fired Alex Anthopoulos out of spite, despite him being the best thing possible for the team, and then going on to have massive success everywhere he went. Damn you, Ed Rogers. God, I think this building here is such an awful mistake. Here we are on Eglinton, Major Street in Midtown. And for some reason, there's a condo with no retail frontage. What an absolute abomination of a development this is. And I think this replaced a Swiss chalet I used to go to all the time. That's an excerpt from a rant I had on my walking condo hell video. Oh, that is cool. Look at that dog leash has a light on it. That is really cool. Can YouTube silence specific sections of videos that have copyright music? They give you that option if you have a copyright. It takes it about 24 hours or so to process the change. So what I do, if I think there's a copyright match, obviously I can't do anything on a live stream, but I upload just the audio, and then YouTube scans it and it tells you what sections are in violation, and then I can go back and edit the audio in those sections. Hashtag smart. It only took me a while to figure that one out. I kind of like this scene over there. Those buses will still be going by once the LRT is open. Those were not Eglinton buses. Microphone still hanging out. Let's go to Rudy's. No. I'll be eating something delicious tonight. I've been eating chili for lunch almost every day since my birthday. My mom gave me a freezer's worth of delicious frozen chili. So that was my lunch today. Breakfast was my typical smoothie. Oh. Somebody is calling me. Let's see what that's all about. Ali says, glad I have some home cooked food. Okay, I shouldn't have walked on this side. We're gonna have to go along a tight space. There's Kintan Ramen. I don't like walking in spaces like this with the phone. Well, that light is kind of ruining the shot, but there's a look up at one of the newest additions to the Midtown skyline. Marco, I have done that in the past, but as I mentioned earlier in the stream, I've got nothing on me. I even tried to go to a bank machine, and it told me I have to go to the bank and get a new chip card. So I can't even remember the last time I used a card, a chip card, or even my credit card. I have been tapping to pay with my phone for everything. People are rolling their eyes going, welcome to modern day times. Johnny, where the hell have you been? Well, I'll tell you where I've been. My bank did not support any of the payment apps until recently. Or they supported Apple Pay, but not Google Pay or Samsung Pay. But now that I have that option, I almost find myself rolling my eyes every time I see someone entering a PIN code into a payment terminal. And I'm just gonna sit down for 1 second quickly. Or not sit down, but have a moment. We're back at Yonge and Eglinton. Look at that sky. This is more like the sky in the thumbnail I posted. This is kind of like a mini public square. Have you had burgers, priest? Yes. But I have no reason to go there. We have a Rudy. If I want to have a more expensive fast food burger, I'll go to Rudy. And if I want to have a good, cheap fast food burger, I'll go to A&W. There's really no place for burgers, priest. In my life, the same goes for Chick-fil-A. When you have superior options, well, they're just that. There's Chipotle. That's very smart. A guy just ran across a red light with 2 cars turning his way. Darwinism in effect. Sanjay in Kingston, $1.49. Thank you very much, Sanjay in Kingston. It's very much appreciated. And thank you to everyone else who has contributed. Maybe I'll go here on Saturday. Headline Daryl Purvis, host Sam Norton. Check online for showtimes. I've gone here 3 times since they've reopened. There's pie.
I will.
Easily the best Thai food in this area. Oh, I was thinking about crossing, but there'll be traffic to contend with. There's Grazie, the most overrated restaurant in Toronto. And here we are at Broadway Avenue. There's Jollibee. I can't say I'm a fan. Can't say I'm a fan at all. John Crawford, $5. Are they doing the Christmas market this year? Good timing on your question, John. Today is the first day of the Christmas market. They're lighting the tree. Normally Thursdays would be free, but because it's the tree lighting ceremony, you have to pay to get in. You can also go this weekend. Buy your ticket in advance online. They are sold out tonight. I'm gonna head over there next week and make a Christmas market video. You'll probably find Ken and maybe Ian and all the other Toronto tubers doing something similar. I'm here in front of Stock in Midtown, and I think this is the end of the line. I'm getting hungry. I want to get my table set for the night in terms of stuff to do. Brash Brannigan loves Jollibee. Well, you'd be the only person on planet Earth with that opinion. Just kidding. But here we are. We survived. Although, sadly, the new experimental microphone, which I didn't turn off, did not survive. So I'll be taking this back. But we'll continue to try other options. Thank you, Susan. Thank you to our mods for modding. Thank you to all the very generous super chatters and to everyone else for being good sports. Don't worry, Lisa, we came back to your favorite street just for you to catch the end. An hour and a half is a good amount for one of these. Anyways, guys, thank you very much. Have yourselves a great Thursday. I'll probably stream again Saturday. No promises. And then Sunday night on my Johnny Stumbles channel. That one might be closer to 9 or even 10 p.m. this week. I've got some stuff on the go, but we'll see. We'll see. Anywho, Thank you for watching, guys. Stay safe, and I shall catch you on the next one.